Hello and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on what time zone you are in. We are back with another Sunday stream, and we are going to play more Stranded Alien Dawn. I think what we would come to expect here on this channel, so let me go ahead and switch screens and say hello. Hi! Hope you guys are having a fabulous weekend. I know that it is almost over, and it's always sad when you're entering Sunday and dreading Monday. If you are also dreading Monday, maybe it's just me. But we are going to make the most of it by kicking off the day with some gameplay. And I'm really excited to be able to do this because I know I haven't been able to create as many videos lately, and I am looking forward to returning it to a regularly scheduled video upload. But that is coming in a couple weeks. We're going to spend a couple more weeks just keeping it low-key before we return to normal and a more regular upload schedule. Okay, so that said, let me go ahead and say hello to everyone, and we are going to get started on this game. It does say in the title that this is going to be a 3-speed game, so I've decided that the best way to make this the hardest game I can for myself is to just play it in like fast forward mode and try to like keep up with everything that's happening, with everybody's needs, and with the developments as they're occurring in game for, you know, like our evolutions and our challenges and such and such. So I am looking forward to starting that. I'm also a little bit nervous, but before we kick it into 3-speed, I just want to point out that on the side of the screen here, and hopefully it's showing up for you guys. Let me click into the game, and you guys should be able to see, there they are, the notifications on the right side of screen. And what we have here is a celebration at 1400. I know it's not the most interesting of the tabs that we've seen here, but it is one that's kind of important. Let me turn the audio down a little bit for me, and you can always let me know if the game audio is too loud compared to like voice audio, and I can make those adjustments as well. So we have, in our last stream, we had a coupling kind of blossom with Edmund and Krista, and now we are looking at a wedding. And I haven't had very many weddings in this game. I know that other people have got all the way through like marriages and divorces, and I didn't even know divorce was an option in this game, but I guess it makes sense it would be if marriage is an option. That said, we are going to celebrate their wedding in 1 hour because it's currently 1300 hours. So this says celebrate at 1400. Hopefully I don't miss it. So that for that one evolution, I hope you guys will forgive me. I'm not going to play it in 3-speed. I want to make sure that we don't miss this. So I'm going to put it in regular play mode. So I'm going to do that right now. And let's see if they actually come together to the wedding arch, or if this is something that I have to prompt them to do. I'm not actually sure. Like I said, not a lot of experience with marrying characters in this game. But hopefully they know what to do. So that's something I'm hoping they'll know what to do. And I don't know, let's see. It's 1400 now, and he's doing something that I've queued up for him, but hopefully after that he'll go back to doing, yeah, wedding. Here we go. Kristen and Edmund are going to exchange their vows. So hopefully that's what they're gonna do. Hopefully they're actually going to do it. The prompt is there, but will they follow through? Will they do? And he's idling now, gathering for the celebration. Okay. Maybe we could get her to stop tailoring so she can come witness the celebration too. Well, she's gonna eat, but Krista has the little, like, you know, celebration emoji, the little ta-da emoji on her avatar up here in the top. So I assume that means she's on her way to the wedding arch. Hopefully she's not going to take too long, because I'd hate for them to miss the wedding. Wedding was postponed. No, that's what I was afraid would happen. The couple didn't reach the wedding arch in time. They'll try to get married at a later date. No, that's not what I wanted to happen. Why do they make it so difficult? I tried to get them there. I tried not to overtask them or get them. I guess you got to keep them really close to the arch or with a wedding approaching in order for them to not miss it. Next time I think I'll draft them and stand them right next to it prior to the actual time. That might be the best way to handle that, because I am now disappointed. What a way to kick off gameplay, to immediately be disappointed by missing a wedding. On top of that, we're in the middle of a cold snap. And we do have a trade colony ship here, but we've already made the trade and we're gonna like just let this go now. We've already sold what we were gonna sell and made the coin off of it that we were gonna make. We are currently at 48,000 Galacticoins, which isn't a lot, but since we're playing on insane mode, we basically started with next to nothing. So most of that is profits that we've made off of this teeny tiny little starter settlement. And that's not nothing, folks. That's a little something, which I'm at least glad that they were able to pull that off. I am still like really bummed though about this wedding situation here. I'm not sure why it's so difficult to get them to just go marry under the arch. She like had walked too far away and it took too long for her to walk back. It's pretty terrible if you ask me. Over here, we have finished the research for the refrigerator, so we're gonna actually be able to start working on our kitchen inside here. We're slowly but surely getting a house together. We're building up what we need for their beautiful solid brick house out here by the lagoon with all their lagoon-facing windows in their bedrooms so they can get a nice, beautiful view. And I did add, off stream, I did add this much bigger gate because we needed a way for an animal to get in here. I thought it might behoove us to tame some animals, some herbivores, because they're easier to feed. And it would just be easier for, hang on, hold the phone. This is about to rot away. That's not good. Let's have, I don't know, somebody who's not terribly far away. Have him try to cook. Limit reached, but I just upped the limit. What? Oh, I see what I did. I was hitting the wrong button. Don't hold it against me, folks. It's still early, and I haven't had any coffee because I'm not drinking coffee anymore. But let's try and save what we can from that. I know. I'm supposed to be in 3-speed. Okay, I will honor the title of this video, and I will put it in 3-speed. We are currently in 3-speed. They are really hoofing it now, so everybody's moving around. And just as I do that, we are warned about these 3 Junos out here that are looking for a fight. So 3 aggressive animals. We are going to have to fight them. That is what that means. And we have these teeny tiny walls to fight them with. So we're gonna have to try really hard to aggro them here. And we're gonna have to do it now, because that's the battle music. And really, really hope that they catch on one of these traps. I don't know, did Junos even catch on these traps? Or are they too big? Do they just kind of like lumber right over them? I'm not sure. It says they're attacking. They're moving really slowly, but sometimes they do that until they spot you and then they take off running, which can make it a little bit more scary. A little bit more frightening to see. But let's see how our folks hold up here. And we can get rid of some of these for now. And I can't put this in 3-speed because it's grayed out, but we'll put it in 2-speed and let the fight happen at least double speed. Trying to maintain. Yeah, and I think the traps are just set way too far back anyway. We have another one. Wait, do you guys see this? Our funky zebra actually tried to help. That's wild. I didn't know. I thought they were really like not aggressive animals, but he jumped in and helped us with that fight. That's so crazy. Didn't expect that at all, being completely honest. I'm very much impressed by that. Also, it's a female. So I think next time I tame one of these, I'll tame another female because I don't want to have a multiplication issue where the animals just keep multiplying and I have to keep figuring out how I'm going to feed them all. I've had that issue in other playthroughs. I'm not looking forward to it this time around. So, teeth. Cat Rage Cheese dropped a tooth emoji in the chat. I'm not sure what that means. You're gonna have to elaborate a little bit more for me there, because I don't know what that means. It looks like this guy's sick, but honestly, they're gonna need some healing just in general after being struck by Junos. And Sora's gonna heal Krista, and then Edmund's gonna heal himself, because those are the two with the healing skills. And hello, We Hire Monkeys! Welcome to the stream! We are playing in, well, 2-speed. Let me put this in 3-speed. Now we're playing in 3-speed. And Edmund should be healing himself, because we just fought some Junos. And everybody got a little messed up from it, but now everybody's healing. And freezing to death because we are also still in a cold snap. It is 3 degrees Fahrenheit outside, which is very cold. And the fire is kind of far away from the beds. We're gonna need to fix a lot of this. Life-threatening hypothermia for Edmund. Let's see if we can get this guy to like stay over here by the desk. And maybe we can do that by queuing up some research. How about this one? We gotta keep them by the fireplace. This is super important. Also, why is jacket the only thing that they're sewing? I feel like they need some hats or something. Anything to help keep their heads warmer. I feel like they have jackets. Let's change this to... She doesn't have the skill up before. That's fine. Krista, what are you doing? We're gonna have to make her cook something because they've got to stay over here before they freeze to death. And by the way, you're fine. Don't worry about being late. I appreciate that you made it to the stream. So thank you for coming and joining us for yet more of this gameplay. You're the one who keeps saying, like, the headcanon, that this is, they've got, like, the rug pulled out from under them. They were promised a nice vacation resort, and yet this is what they got instead. It's really, really, really not living up to expectations now, considering there's literally frost on the ground. It's 30 degrees outside, and they're just, like, freezing to death. I imagine it's not great. But it is warming up a little bit, so at least now I can trust them to walk away from the fire and not, like, die. This is about to rot away. Why does that keep happening? Okay, what we need to do... Honestly, what we need to do... is figure out why they're not hanging the meat out to dry. That's what I don't understand. So let's figure this out. Raw foods, meats... not raw red meat. We need to hang that out to dry. And we're going to copy this restriction over to this shelf as well, just in case. And then we'll have her store undesired items. That should make her bring that over here. Yeah, she is doing that, so that's good. And that might extend the shelf life of that. We may not lose it as quickly as we were about to. She's handling. I don't know what she's handling, but we could have her do this. Observe that animal so we can know what a Juno is in canon, like officially they could know. Heating costs money. That's taxpayer dollars, says We Hire Monkeys. You are too right. And unfortunately, they don't have the means to heat this space other than the fireplace that's here now. And it's probably about to get cold again because it's now nighttime, which means we're losing sunlight, we're losing warmth very, very quickly. This guy we need like a crafting bench. I don't think we have one. We have tailoring and we have research. I do not think we have a crafting bench, which might help if we got one, a workbench. Yeah, we'll make it out of wood. That's fine. Let's rotate this around and put it, sure, here. Because if we want to be able to ferment or create fuel out of manure, which is why we domesticated this in the first place, we're gonna need a workbench to do it at, so. One step at a time, can't skip steps, keep thinking I can, and then we end up like losing time, especially on 3-speed. Days go by before I realize my mistake. I hope you are having a fabulous weekend. I know that you just popped in, so I didn't get to give you the usual greeting, but I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope your Sunday is off to a terrific start or wrap up, depending on your time zone, whether it's daytime or nighttime for you. And hopefully your Monday is not, you're not like totally dreading it. I hope your Monday doesn't come with total blues. Maybe you can have some like Monday yellows or Monday reds or Monday greens. Some other color for Monday besides just blue. And these are ready for harvest, but how are we doing on food? Do we even need to harvest this? It wouldn't hurt. I'm gonna mark them for harvest. I mean, they're right there. They're right here inside our little camp. So it doesn't get more convenient than that. I feel like we definitely could get rid of this because it's a weak point and then replace it with this. But I gotta wait until somebody tears it down first. And Sora went out that way to construct, so I'm gonna ask her to come back and do this first. It's a little more challenging, I admit. This is a little bit more challenging than in previous gameplays. We're missing stone to construct this with? That's not good. I just created a hole in my defense. We need to construct... Oh boy. That's definitely not good. Let's see. Mine this rock. And I'm gonna turn off the fridge so it doesn't constantly tell me that it needs to be, or that it's unpowered, because we have no means of creating or generating electricity yet. We have discovered some technologies that will definitely make the quality of life a lot better once we get the house up and running, but we're gonna first need a means of generating electricity, and we don't have that yet. We can't treat Sora because we do not have enough medicines. Certain type of medicine, go to the health tab of the affected survivor. All right, health tab. She needs antibiotics, and we don't have that. We're gonna need to make some. And we are currently fermenting pickled vegetables because we don't have the resources for this, which means we need grain. Didn't we plant some grain? Or maybe not. We planted cotton blossom. But we have green grass over here, so let's harvest this. We'll have her do that first, and I'm gonna take grain off of the menu. Grain porridge, we'll pause that, so that we can use the grain for fermenting antibodies, because it sounds like we need it. We're hanging on by a thread. These folks are struggling, they're suffering, but hopefully not too greatly. And we'll create like another barrel. And on this one, once it's constructed, I'll swap, like, see how these have two, antibody and pickled vegetables? I'll just swap it so that I'll just take one off and leave the other one on. That's what I can do. So that each jar is doing their own thing, because this one is doing liquid fuel as well. And we're creating this, yeah, out of raw insect meat. There we go. Just want to make sure we weren't using grain for that as well. It's like, oh no, that's where all the grain is going. Okay, we do need antibodies. It's kind of a big deal. We also need stone because we need to repair this. I really just do not want, I don't want to get attacked and everything to just funnel right through this. He's idling. I don't know why. Maybe because it's the end of the night? Sora's awaiting treatment that's not coming, unfortunately, so I'm gonna get her back up and have her do a little bit of construction here. Can he construct this barrel? He can, so I'm gonna have him do that. I know, it's so cold. Hopefully nobody's gonna just die from being too cold, because it's 11 degrees outside. I don't think you could force me to get up and do anything if it was that cold. I would just hide under the biggest pile of blankets or clothing or any kind of shelter possible. I would be inside here, to be completely honest. This is where you'd find me. The trade ship they came in on, that's where I would be. I would be sleeping in here with as much stuff piled around me for warmth as possible. All the insulation, because that's just too cold. 11 degrees is too cold. It sounds like the wind is kicking up, and we have hypothermia from Krista, who could be, I don't know, I guess cooking. We just need her to stay close to the fire, which she's absolutely not doing. She's heading out here. Oh, because we're storing stuff in here now. But it's just grain. Why would she need to go out there? What do I have her making? I'm supposed to be making vegetable stuff. She's awaiting treatment. He needs to... This isn't going great. I would definitely have to say this is like the most problematic round we've done with this gameplay. I expected it to be hard the first time. It wasn't really, but now it kind of is. It's not terrific. But I'm gonna honor the 3-speed. We're gonna honor the 3-speed. We're gonna leave it on 3-speed. We're gonna let it play. This is gonna happen. Oh my gosh, I missed a lot of chat. I'm really sorry. I'll read it now. It looks like We Hire Monkeys, you drew some wood grain and digitized an ABBA vinyl. That sounds really cool and also really difficult. You fear your driving test more than Mondays. Well, good luck with your driving exam. And why are they starving? Because of government budget cuts? Not exactly. Hopefully they're not starving. Are they? Are they starving? Low food supply 4 days. It only lasts 4 days and it's on 3-speed, so that's gonna be like any second now, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. And hello, Mickey Ripper. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. I'm basically getting my butt kicked today in this game. I've put it on 3-speed to make it more challenging, and I've reached the point in gameplay where they're not advanced enough for how long they've been on planet, so things are actually getting difficult and hard and struggling. And I've got 2 people that are sick that I can't even treat because we don't have the ability to make any antibiotics yet, and that's what they need, so that's a problem. We Hire Monkeys insulation is for cowards. Are you calling me a coward? I thought that would be just a matter of self-preservation. It's called survival instincts. It's a positive thing. Man, I really need this. Like, it's at 86% right now. It's taking so long. I really just want to make some antibiotics. And this is taking forever. Man, okay. She's waiting treatment. Chris is waiting treatment. Edmund is sleeping. We need more resources to build this. Like, a lot more. And there's aggressive animals nearby, but at least she put up this extra wall before that happened. So, that's good. Before she, like, basically went to sleep waiting a treatment. That's not coming, unfortunately. Not until we can ferment some antibodies. In the meantime, we're getting attacked. And I don't think these traps have been reset, or have they? They have. That's good. Alright, well, step 1, step 2, step 3, and we wait. And we're gonna put it on 2-speed. Because again, 3-speed is great out in combat. I don't know why. I can't help it. There's nothing I can do about it. We're just gonna stand here, look at our folks being very valiant, and see all of this come sweeping across the land toward them. But this is where the showdown happens. Hypothermia on top of all of this. So she's gonna be like freezing while shooting these things. I think I need to back this one up because they're standing so close they're trying to knife fight instead of shoot. Where are the others? Oh, they're out here. Interesting. Okay, now they're coming. This will be over in no time. And there it is. I can draft everybody. What about this barrel though? Everything is hinged on this, 96%. Gosh, it's taking so long. Once this opens, we'll be able to ferment some medicine for the other 2. Oh look, he's healing somebody. Still waiting. Still waiting on this barrel. What's a survival instinct? Is that a type of spider? Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. Well done. Top marks. It's a type of spider that they have on this planet, apparently. So, it's universal. Man. So we have a workbench now, so we can... Oh, wait, whoa. Hold on, hold that thought, because now we can... What does it mean not enough resources to ferment antibodies? We need 50 grain How much do we have? 20. We need 50. Green, 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 green. Green grass 9 harvest. Okay. Where are they though? They're like here. Okay, okay, okay. It's right here in front of my face. So we're gonna bring her out here. No, 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 no. Where's the one that needs harvested? It looks like we have some green cob up here. No, that's not it. We need green grass, folks. We do. And there's one that's ready for harvest. Okay, so there we go. Maybe she'll come out here and harvest some more and we'll have enough to finally make medicine. Gosh, this is such an ongoing like struggle. I hope they're not gonna like die from this sickness if they don't get their antibodies. I don't know what kind it is. Gosh. So if they do, I mean, 2 of them are sick. I would be left with 1 survivor. And this isn't the crash landing scenario either, so that would be really, really sad. Because this is the trading outpost scenario. It's not supposed to be this hard. I mean, it is insane mode. But it's not supposed to be this hard to keep traders alive, I would think. But I guess that was the whole point, right? Like, that's the reason why we're doing this. Making it as difficult as possible. Let's see. What kind of sickness do they have? They have pneumonia. Okay. Infectious can spread between survivors, requires at least 2 treatment courses. The amount of antibody needed for treatment escalates with its severity. Gosh. I should have planted grain. Definitely should have planted grain, because I didn't. I planted cloth blossom. Also pneumonia. Same story, same story. Okay. We really need... And here's the thing. I'm going to pause the vegetables because I would hate to fill this up again with the wrong stuff and have to wait just as long to reuse it. This guy... I really need to ferment the stuff. And she's not getting up to do the harvesting despite it saying that she is. Look at this. Oh. Silly me. That explains that. So we're still waiting treatment. Krista's heading out here to get more grain that we need. What about... Is there any more that we can harvest? Like wild grain? Because that would be great. I feel like we're definitely gonna need it. I don't know that the little bit that she's harvesting now is gonna make up the difference between the 20 that we have and the 50 that we need. Sounds like a problem. What about this? Nope, that's hay. And if you guys remember from last stream too, we did have, at first, we had ourselves a dog. But that dog decided to join a fight on our behalf. A fight that I could not heal it from fast enough. Which was a major issue. So I'm gonna have her come out here and harvest this grain as well. And how are we doing here? Still 20. Why is it still 20? Where did the grain go that she just harvested? Grain 77 it says. We should be able to do this now. Oh, there it is. Ferment antibodies. Okay, Edmund is on it. We are going to ferment these antibiotics and finally be able to heal our other 2 survivors, hopefully before they spread it to Edmund as well, because it sounds like it's contagious. We heard monkeys. I thought the branched cacti could be fermented for antibody. Can it? Says Mickey. That's Mickey. You're probably right. I've been just harvesting it as like a... It comes like as a like a salve automatically just by harvesting it. You don't have to like turn it into anything. But let's check our workbench and see. Could we create antibiotics? You are correct. Thank you. I've been making this so hard on myself and I didn't need to be. because branch cacti is everywhere. Not like in close proximity, but there is enough of it around that we could be making this stuff. And I think we already have 50 cactus slime anyway. So we could be, I don't know what this guy's up to. More fermenting. We could be crafting antibodies right now. Thank you, Mickey, you just saved us because it's gonna take forever for him to get this barrel going, I feel like. But she could be making the medicine right now. That's brilliant, thank you. And then we heard Mickey's government could have helped you a little bit more, but it was easier to drug your drinks and throw you in the back of a rented van than into a spacecraft. The lore continues. Yeah, this is what we call headcanon. I'm down for it. I like the storytelling aspect. I think it's fun. Man, so we are still in 3-speed. We could be using this stuff. I just keep forgetting to add that to our list of craftable items. So we're gonna do that. And that's gonna come right after antibodies. So antibodies first, of course. And let's see if he will not craft any of that. Insufficient skill level, okay. Well, I don't know what he's up to then. Maybe he could be refilling this fire that they desperately need, because it is still way too cold outside, at least at night, for them to be going fireless. And there it is, cold snap. I feel like I was just talking about this. And already it is kicking in. It's easy to farm it. Oh, the branch cacti? Maybe I should plant some close by, because let me see, where is the nearest? I feel like there's some down here, right? Like there's some right there. Also grain that we haven't brought in. Why? She's transporting some. He's awaiting treatment. Great, now he has it. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm gonna make you haul some grain. And she should be able to... Insufficient medicines. Didn't we just make some? We definitely just made some. What? Alright, we're gonna head back down here where he's heading. Because we're gonna set these branch cacti up for harvest. And there's the new resource. Okay. Since that's ready, I'm gonna have her heal herself. I don't know how much of it's ready, but at least enough for one person, right? It says 4 antibiotics. She's using it, so... Also, let me get this extra headband out of here, because it's kind of hurting the crown of my head right now. I put these on so I could hear the game audio too. I think it helps to hear like the little notifications and the sound effects, because then I can remember to look over here if I'm like talking or reading chat, and maybe catch something that's coming in hot, because I don't always catch them. We do not have, by the way, that moon looks amazing. We do not have a balloon for travel. I didn't really consider it that important in the trading outpost mode, because as we've already established in previous streams, you're not going to get like walk-ins in this play mode, and you're not going to find survivors at like crash sites and stuff in this play mode, unfortunately. So the balloon is not as important as it is in crash landing mode. You're going to have to hire if you want help in trading outpost mode. So knowing that, I just didn't make it such a top priority to build that balloon just yet. I can set these to butcher. We can use this. It's already marked as use. That's good. And so I reached healing level 3. That's also good. And the ground looks really cold. It looks super, super cold. Hopefully nobody's freezing. They are. Look at that. Severe hypothermia. That's deadly. I would prefer if they just did not do that right now. Let's bring them inside to the fireplace right here, because that seems like a much better use of their time. She has a jacket on. Let's bring her into research. Actually, we're gonna have him research. We're gonna bring her in to cook literally anything just to get her over here. And we're gonna have her ferment. So we need to keep everybody over here close to the fire. That is the name of the game right now, because they are like, yeah, life-threatening hypothermia Edmund. We need him to stand next to the fire. Okay, that's a little better. At least all the little notifications went away that said that they had hypothermia and worse, life-threatening hypothermia, so that's good. Okay, so Mickey says you only need a small plot from what you remember. It's been a long time since you've played. All right, let's set one up. Let's do that right now. Why not? That would be, oh. 1400, yeah, for the wedding. Let's do this time. Okay, so 1400 the next day. Don't let me miss this. I want to make sure that they do not miss it, like last time. Okay. That said, we're gonna look at farming, and we want some branch cacti. Oh my gosh, yes! It's actually good plotting land for this cacti stuff. Great, because all the other stuff I was trying to plant before, this was a terrible area for it. But this looks great, so let's do it. Let's give ourselves a plot here for some branch cacti. And we'll ask her to plant it when she wakes up. And Sora, I don't know what Sora's up to. Playing darts, okay. We definitely don't want her to go too far tomorrow, so we gotta, I'm keeping an eye on the timer. 1400, it's midnight now, it's 0-100. 1400 comes back around, I need them both standing in front of that arch. We have to do that. Numbingly cold, yeah, it's 13 degrees outside. It's 11 by their beds, 30 by the fire. The fire and the beds need to be closer together. Or we just need to move it inside and finish building the house, which we haven't done either. Where's Chris? I'm just gonna bring her up here and just have her start cooking, because we need to get her warm. She's cold. And I need to set up more research. So what we really need is electricity, but we don't have the means because we don't have electronics, and we can't find electronics because it's too cold for them to be out doing that right now. Okay. Life-threatening hypothermia, Krista. Alright. She's researching or prospecting. Good, but that's not going to hold her for very long. We need another research. I am like really struggling to, I don't know, I just gotta pick something. Anything's fine. We'll do diesel generator. How about that? That could be a source of electricity. Not my favorite because they go through fuel so fast, but it'll work. Does this guy still have hypothermia, severe, and pneumonia suppressed? Okay, so he has what he needs medically. Immunity, pneumonia immunity, that's good. We're gonna bring her back in, just like everybody else, because we need them to stay close to here, because it's too cold to go anywhere else. Hopefully this season's almost over, the cold season, because this is like really restricting where they can go and what they can get done. We hire monkeys. You like biodiesel. Fuel your engine and smells like takeaway and smell like a takeaway. I mean, it's not bad, and since we have two methods of creating fuel, that's the fuel fermenting the the insect meat, and then fuel fermenting the manure, we should be able to get by on that. Wedding was postponed again. Oh, I missed it again. How does this keep happening? You really have to manually stick them there because they will do everything in their power to be nowhere near the wedding orange when it's time to get married, apparently, unless you manually force them to stand at the wedding arch until 1400. I can't believe I missed that twice. That is so sad. Alright, well, shoot. I don't know what to do with these guys anymore. We're gonna just... gosh, I don't know. That's fine, I guess, for now. We have some research queued. Edmund is awaiting treatment. And here it comes. So Sora's treating him. Krista is transporting cactus slime. And we missed another wedding, and I can't believe I missed that twice. I'm really still reeling from that. I thought for sure this was going to be a no-brainer. They were going to be married, and we were going to be like, yay, look what we accomplished during this gameplay stream. Why do they keep going all the way out here to eat? Okay, she's going to sleep. Edmund needs to bring it over here. He needs to... Oh, he's too well rested. Okay, whoa, it got really dark. Put it on 3 speed, hopefully nobody dies from the thunderstorm. Let's try to keep them all inside. Low food supply, remaining medicines, animal attack, insufficient material, all the usuals. Alright, well, we're gonna draft her and stick her here, and we're gonna go through the same song and dance that we normally do, and hope that the mobs are still small enough that we can handle it this way. And I don't know where they're coming from, but I know they gotta go through here. Oh, I didn't even reset the traps. Yes, these are kind of useless to us at this point. Pull back. Seems like they're coming from here. They are. Okay. I mean, this part kind of automates itself at this point. We've got this down to a science. Apparently, what I haven't figured out yet is how to marry these people. How to get them married. We've had like 2 runaway bride situations already in this live stream. And we've only been streaming for how long? Like 40 minutes? 2 more. Some slow pokes back here. They'll get it. It's fine. I mean, there's 1 left, and it's taking so long. I'm gonna bring him out here to attack it, and then I'm just gonna undraft these 2. And is it still thunderstorming? Yeah, it is. So maybe I shouldn't have them going out here. Maybe they should just all go back to sleep. Because the thunderstorm's not over yet. Like, I just saw the lightning. And that's what we're running from. We're trying to hide from lightning because I don't want people getting electrocuted. It causes some long-term issues. Cue that clip from Initial D, Racers Don't Need Girlfriends. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Initial D is. I'm sorry. Mickey, I think you need to prevent them using grain to ferment antibiotics once you have enough slime. Yeah, once we do, I'm gonna switch it back over because there's definitely other uses for the grain that we could be benefiting from. I just don't feel quite like secure yet. We only have 6 antibiotics and 0 first aid kits, and also we have no bandages, which I could see being a huge issue. Maybe we should have some bandages. That might be important. Just a thought. And we probably don't even have... Actually, we do have cloth, so that's good at least. Now that I know that, I'm gonna queue her up to just kind of make some, because I think that's gonna be a problem. Edmund! It's still thunderstorming. Get back in here. Do anything but go running off into the lightning. I'm sorry. If they're gonna run all the way to this house to get food, which it seems like that's what's stored in here. Yeah, I guess they have their food in here. Maybe now would be a good time to set up our diesel generator then. Power, diesel generator. I don't know. Where should we... Maybe just sort of tuck it in right here? That's not a bad idea. And then we'll be able to actually start moving everybody inside, I think. And then once this is powered, not only are we going to get refrigeration, but we also have already researched air conditioning, so we can actually do some temperature control inside here. We'll need to close these windows, of course, so that beautiful view is going to just be like hidden behind here, sadly. But it's all about quality of life and comfort, right? We're missing a wall back here too. And where's Sora going? If this thunderstorm could just end, we could get busy on that stuff. Okay, good. She's crafting over here, so she's not going outside of the the radius of our lightning rod, which is important for as long as that thunderstorm warning is there. It reminds you of the old Sims game where if you lock them in a 1 square room, they'll just stand around for an eternity. I still play The Sims. I love that game. I have Sims 4. I didn't buy... So, like, in previous generations, I used to buy, like, all of the expansion packs and, like, kits and all that stuff. But this time, I really only have, like, 4 of the add-on... Because it's so expensive. The Sims is ridiculous. It's a $2,000 game. Can you believe that? $2,000 if you buy everything. Like if you've been buying, so like say you got the Sims 4. I'm just talking about Sims 4, by the way. I believe the tally in 2022 was that the entire Sims franchise for Sims 1, it's all its expansion packs, Sims 2, all its expansion packs, 3 and expansion packs, 4 and expansion packs as of 2022 was $197-ish thousand. I don't know if that's accurate. I think I read that somewhere. But for just The Sims 4, if you bought every pack as it came out at full price, retail price, you're looking at close to, if not over, $2,000 at this point. So I like stopped at 4. I was like, I bought 4 of the expansions I wanted. Yeah, it'd be nice to have the rest, but I'm not dropping $1,000. Sorry, I'm not dropping $2,000 on this game. That's just ridiculous. It's too much, especially considering many of those expansion packs realistically should have been base game. It's honestly just criminal the way they've handled it, where the base game is boring. It's almost unplayable because there's nothing to do in base game besides create your sim and then put them in a house and get a job. And what else? You really need the expansion packs to make it more fun, and a lot of it should have been included in base game. Like even like Laundry Day expansion pack or whatever. Why was that not included in base game? Like why is that separate? So yeah, The Sims, love it and hate it at the same time. It's got like, I've got very mixed feelings about The Sims. It's the top of the range Casio. You bought an electric... Sorry, I need to back up. Let me read the rest of this. You said you're not trying to find a way out or anything. I bought an electric piano for 3,000... Is that euros? Which sounds stupid, but considering how much a piece of software cost, it's the top of the range Casio. Electronic piano. Casio makes pianos? I didn't know that. I thought they were a watch company. I guess that makes sense though, because every major company definitely has its, I don't know, subsidiaries, is that the word for it? Like they have like their other niche products? Yeah, products besides just their cash cow. So that stands to reason, that makes sense. I could see that. It's wood and all, and it's a real piano. Well, that sounds lovely, and for 3,000 euro, getting a whole piano, that makes sense. I think that sounds reasonable. I think that makes sense. I don't think that's a frivolous expense. How are we doing over here? Are the people surviving? He's researching, she's sleeping, she's mining. Edmund, could you construct? Nope, we're missing resources. What do we need? Of course, it couldn't be that simple. Just put down a diesel generator, have power. No. We have to make this complicated. We're gonna need... Oh, we need fuel. That's what we're missing. Just to construct it? Okay. Well, we can fix that. We've got... This is fuel fermenting now, and it's about 69% done. So once that's finished, I believe we'll be able to put this diesel generator together. And in the meantime, she's transporting more stone so we can continue building this building. She is at risk of meltdowns. She might end up having a meltdown and doing any one of the randomized reactions that comes with. It might help if we fed her. So, and the food's like in here. I don't know. She's planting more. No, we don't need that. We need this. And she's harvested it. I guess that's good. There's a lot of things I haven't been paying attention to. We'll mark this for harvest. Some of these glitter caps for harvest. And all of this, honestly, needs to be marked for butchering. Forgot about that. Gotta keep queuing things up or they will run out of stuff to do. We can even harvest these flowery cacti that nobody likes. I'm just adding it to the queue because it might be useful, like when it comes time to do a trade. Oh, speaking of trade ships, we have a trade ship offer at least. Let's check it out because I feel like the flower cacti might be useful even just like for trade like this. So, technologies, Chitlin Synthetics, I'm not gonna buy that. What are they willing to buy? I guess we could give them that. We can give them this. Minus like 30, because it always tells you before you sell them all that you can't sell some of them because they rotted or were used or whatever. We have 5 ore that we're not using for anything right now, so I'm fine with getting rid of it. Goodness. We can harvest more of this. We can sell it for now. And we don't have a lot, honestly. We don't have a lot to bargain with. We're only making 3.4 thousand on this trade deal. Maybe it is time to sell some other stuff. That's 8,000. Kind of a weak deal. We'll go with like that, I think. And let's try it. 8.5. It's not much, but if we have to like chip away at it, you know, like if that's just the name of the game at this point, we're just chipping away at like our sales for small profits, we'll do it. We'll use what we've got. And Sora, I'm gonna need her to craft. She's got insufficient skill level, so we're gonna have to wait until she levels up before we can use this to craft fuel. We still need to rely on the fuel fermentation barrel. That said, now I'm going to pause constructing this so that we can make this trade deal when the fuel is done fermenting in the barrel. Alright, because that is on like, you know, a time restriction. We gotta get the trade ship up before they leave orbit. So We Hire Monkey says there was a GP310 and my GP510 and 310 was the budget version. For anybody that understands pianos, that would be great information. I don't know what that means. But like always, if you, just because I don't understand something doesn't mean that it's not worth adding to the chat. There's other people who can benefit from these conversations and who are able to discuss with you, and you never know when somebody shares the same passion as you. So put it out there. If you want to talk about something, you're excited about something, you've got something going on in your life that you just want to talk about because you're really excited and looking forward to it, or just really proud of maybe an achievement that you've recently done, or it doesn't even have to be recently. Talk about it. We're here, we're live, let's talk, let's discuss. I might not always understand, not like this particular nuance, such as like the versions of the different types that you were listing, but I can still appreciate that you understand it and that you know the difference and that you can make that distinction. And I think it's great. So yeah, always open to having those conversations. Welcome to have those comments in the chat and discuss whatever you want to. It doesn't have to be about Sora starving over here. It can be about anything. But she is starving. I need her to not be mining. She needs to be eating. And I don't know what she can eat right now, so let's find out what we have in here. Nothing super edible. Let's see. We'll allow it for this. Because she needs to eat something, or she's gonna, you know, expire. Okay, insufficient material, we know. Low food supply, we know. he can refuel this when he's done, and then hopefully it will go up and make us a little bit of money. And we're losing food. We actually had a meal rot away. That's not great. And we're gonna need to harvest some more stuff for sure, because they don't have a lot of food right now. Some green grass over here, but it's not healed. We can harvest these branch cacti that were right here all along. I don't turn around often enough, I think, to realize everything that we have at our disposal back here. I should probably do that more often. Plenty of mining. And other things. Are there any heptagonias that need harvested? There are. Okay. So we'll allow that. And there's a new insect nest. Hopefully far away. Wow, it just like jetted me over there without... It's by the water. So that sounds like... It feels like it's pretty far away. So I'm not worried about that one. It's really, really red and dusty right now. And we definitely need somebody to handle these traps. So I'll ask Krista to do that since she's idling. Oh, goodness. Nobody's died yet. I'm pretty... I feel like I can at least say, despite this is the third stream on this run where I've tried to make it hard. I've tried to overcomplicate it to get interesting results because I want to keep the stream entertaining. And so far, knocking on wood, so far nobody's died yet, which is an achievement, I feel like. I mean, it should count for something, right? We've managed to keep all 3 people alive with only 3 people to run all of their needs. So that seems to me like a pretty successful endeavor. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Those are the words I'm gonna choose. That's what I'm rolling with. So she's harvesting, she's constructing. We almost have ourselves a whole house here, you guys. Almost. I think we can close some windows. I don't know what the deal is with this plant, like, growing through the wall here. That's a little unexpected. Let's cut that down. And, like, this one, too. And then... target... Let's try to keep it to, I don't know, 68. Once we do get it up and running. Should be a nice happy medium between too hot and too cold, so that we're not overworking it at any point. Blade grass. Trade ship, the captain has decided to give us 1 more day for our deal. And hopefully we're loading everything. I don't know what we're missing. Oh, we're missing fuel. Well, we definitely need that. I'm gonna have her... Where did the... Are they gone? We didn't butcher them fast enough? We have no scarabees to butcher. That's not good. I'm gonna have her haul that in. Dang. This feels problematic. And we're gonna have her haul this in. And why not? We can have her put these away too. Oh, goodness. And resume 3-speed, and hopefully we're able to pull this off. Even though I don't know where we're gonna get fuel from, since nobody's talented enough yet to craft. She's an insufficient crafting skill. And she is a crafting 1. Crafting incapable, crafting 1. We need somebody to level up crafting. And it's gonna have to be Sora. Starvation Krista. Oh yeah, we should probably also, copy the restrictions for her and give them to these two so that they're also able to eat barrel cactus fruit and pickled vegetables so they don't starve when there's no cooked meals. That should hopefully do it. I'm gonna have him refuel this. They're freezing, they're not cooking, we're having some issues here. You need people to be crafting. She's sleeping, she needs to be, okay. And we're gonna just let it run, I guess, and hope that they survive. I don't know that we're gonna make this trade deal though, because I can't seem to figure out how to get fuel quickly enough. Because we can't ferment this yet, and I don't have any insect meat. I don't think I do, right? Yeah, none. Absolutely no insect meat. And nobody's skilled enough to ferment fuel yet out of manure, which seems very problematic. We're probably gonna miss out on this trade deal. Which kind of blows, but I guess we just gotta let it go. We could try, what's it called? Taming another one of these if they're still down here. They are. So this is a female. We'll try taming this one. And then maybe we'll have two up here, same gender, so that we're not producing a ton of babies that I gotta worry about being able to keep fed. Speaking of keeping fed, we gotta bring food to the trough. Once we tame two, yeah, it'll help keep our fuel supply running, assuming that this lady gets crafty enough to be able to do that. And we're back to low food supply and animal flu. But we'll be able to heal it, so that's good. Now, what do we do? I don't know. We're definitely gonna miss this trade ship though. Look, it's like a sliver away from leaving us, and we've already extended a day, so we lost that deal. That deal's just gone. Which is unfortunate, but there was just no way. There was no way to create enough fuel to load up this and to get it where we needed it to go. Meanwhile, we have a new Dromeda tamed, so we can name it something. I named the other one Funky Zebra. So, man. I don't know. Neon Zebra. I'm not feeling super creative just yet with the naming conventions right now. There it is. We're gonna move it up here. Yeah. If we bring that in here, then we've done a good job. And we're gonna put this to Neon Zebra, which will be good. We have ourselves a fight pending. Because of course we do. You can only play on 3 speed for so long before another fight pops up. And there it is. The attack is so quick after. Hopefully he's not too far outside of camp. I'm gonna spin it around this way because we know they're coming from this side this time. And it's numbing cold. It is 16 degrees outside. It's much harder when they're not next to the fire. I'm not seeing any notifications though above my head that say anything about like hypothermia yet or severe hypothermia. So they should be able to get through this fight, and then I can bring them all huddled around the fire again as best as I'm able to keep them occupied so they don't die while it's freezing cold. Cyberpunk Zebra, that's a good one. Could have done that for sure. Nobody's died yet, we hire monkeys. Those are the words you should never say. You're right. I'm just invoking dramatic irony at that point. It's so crazy that like the Dromeda fights with us though. I just think that's so interesting. Cursing the content and such. Yeah, invoking the right of dramatic irony for sure. But I mean, you know, fingers crossed, they still haven't. Nobody's died yet. I mean, that guy's injured. Maybe I should undraft them. And barely dressed. I guess it's time to make some pants. We need some pantalones. So I'm gonna add these to our queue. I feel like we probably have a ton of jackets, right? No. But we'll take those off the list anyway, and we'll bump trousers to be first. Sora, undraft and craft some pants, please, because Krista really desperately needs some. Edmund, undraft and heal. He's already doing it. Okay, heal Krista, and we're gonna 3-speed it. At the risk of whatever happening, we're putting it on 3-speed. Okay, Sora, hypothermia. We have a malfunctioning trap. We have life-threatening hypothermia from Krista, who is desperate for some pants, but now I'm gonna have to get her over here to cook something so that she stays occupied by the fire where she can stay warm enough to not die. Hypothermia Krista, malfunctioning trap, damaged structures, I'm aware. Taming succeeded. Somebody's gonna bring this guy in. Maybe this guy. Lead Neon, please. A cause for celebration. What could it be? Krista and I have been loved and engaged for what seems like eternity. We think it's time to seal the relationship. Yeah, that'd be great if they'd actually do it. Celebration at 1400. Wait, is that 1400 this time? Oh, no. Okay. You're gonna stand here. And she's gonna stand here until 1400. And we're gonna, I'm sorry, we're coming off of 3-speed because I want to make sure they do it this time. They've got to get married. Okay, bear with me. We've been trying. They've tried to get married 3 times. Hello, Stuart. Welcome to the stream. This is our 3rd time trying to marry these two because they've done the wedding celebration thing twice already, and both times they've missed it. Oh, and I'm about to miss it again by not undrafting them. What is she doing? Get married at the wedding arch. What are you doing? Stop it. What are they doing? It's 1400. They will celebrate 1 hour later, okay? No, we've got to bring them back here again, apparently. 1 hour later. Whew. Let's see what happens. I'm so sorry. I have to pay attention. Yay, we've hit 10 likes. Thank you guys for the likes. Stuart, hi, all addicted to watching this game. Thank Discord for the link. Oh, I'm glad you were able to find the link in Discord. Yeah, okay. Here it is. Undraft. They're getting married. Don't go anywhere. Because, like, this is it. This is the wedding, okay? Get married. I did not... Okay, they're getting married. I mean, she's getting married pantless. It's not the most dignified wedding ever because we were still trying to craft her some pants. Sora could not care less. She's going to go back to sewing since apparently she cannot care less. Gathering for celebration. They're both here. Okay, we all see this. This is there. I don't know what else I could possibly do. They're all here to get married. If this doesn't work, I don't know what we're supposed to do. Like, am I supposed to click on the arch? Wait, something's happening. She's just booty out. Can't help it. I'll try to rotate it around for a more dignified angle so we're not like just scooping her out or scoping her out getting married in her undies. There we go. It's a little less noticeable, right? Like a little bit better. Is that a little better? Protecting her dignity a little bit. It's not her fault that Sora hasn't crafted any pants yet. Running across the frozen wasteland half naked, what could possibly go wrong? Too accurate. Unfortunately. Yeah, this is so true. Old equipment. I am aware they have old equipment. These two are trying to get married. We're trying to make this happen. 3rd time's the charm, I guess. Because we've tried this 3 times. And the first 2 times they runaway brided it. They just psh, right out of town. Like, oh, sorry, I couldn't make it. I was too far away, like picking berries or something. And there we did it. Yay! So officially they are married. That happened. Krista, put on some pants. Did Sora make them? I don't know. Equipping pants. There we go. Dignity restored. Krista now has pants on and she can go about her day and hopefully not freeze to death. Also, is she barefoot? I think she is. Maybe what we should be crafting are some shoes. That might be a big part of the problem. Let's make sure we always have 3 pairs of shoes. And let's start with those. We also need resources. What do we need? Leather and cloth, fabric or leather. Is it both or one or the other? Fabrics and leather, fabrics and leather, fabrics. Do we have both? Just fabrics for the beanie. What about it? Can she put it on? No, because we don't have any. Sora is trying to build something, probably this, which means I feel like I should just let her finish building this. It's kind of a big deal. But at the same time, not enough resources anyway to do any more. We're in a hard place when it comes to tailoring. We need to do a lot more tailoring. We also need to really start butchering these before they go away, because apparently that will happen. And we need these for fuel. Okay, back into 3-speed. Let's hope they do a good job. Stuart says, are you all looking forward to the update? I know I am. I'm really looking forward to it. I saw the post, I shared it on my community tab for the information they already dropped about, I think it was November 7th? Let me see. I do think it's going to be blah, 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 da, 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 da. Coming 7 November, yeah. So on the 7th, we're getting the DLC for Robots and Guardians. So definitely looking forward to that. And then the transportation update that they promised, the resource transportation, I think that's going to be the actual update part, because they had teased some DLC and a new update. I think the resource transportation is going to be the new update, and then the Robots and Guardians is the new DLC. Either way, I'm looking forward to both, so I'm really hoping that we'll get to see that soon. Is this ours? Neon Zebra? It is. Who is this? This person. I'm going to have you lead Neon Zebra in before you go to sleep. Is it Krista? It is. Of course it is, because she's freezing to death. And then since she's going to freeze, I'm not going to let her sleep. I'm going to make her cook. Sometimes you do what you gotta do. Just to keep her alive. Edmund can craft bandages when he wakes up. She can, I don't know. She's gonna do what she wants to do when she wakes up, I don't know. We could queue up some more research. We do have research queued. There's plenty to do. I mean, is this so important? No, I don't want to turn fuel into cloth. Why would I do that? Some of them I don't understand the value of, but I guess I can add that. Why not? Sure. Sure. We'll just keep queuing things up to make sure that they don't freeze. Just giving them something to do at the desk by the fire. Well, it helps to keep the fireplace lit. That'd be a good place to start. Okay, let's back up to here so I can see the comments. Oh, the picture with the hidden AI hands. Yeah, we hear monkeys. So that was for this game. And yeah, they did crop it funny to where you just don't see the hands, just out of sight. But I don't think it's AI. Although I do get the irony in the joke because the robot is AI. That's the whole point of the new gameplay mode, protecting the sentient robot. Stuart, cool. Unable to play myself, but do enjoy watching others. I appreciate that you like watching the game and that you are here and enjoy the stream, and that gives me some company while I'm playing as well, so it's like a win-win. But I'm sorry to hear that you can't play it yourself. I wonder why. Like, not to pry or anything. I don't want to pry into your situation. We have researched emergency rations. So what does that mean? We can craft them on cook stoves, which we don't have yet. Disease common cold. Try not to sneeze anybody. And oil extraction. We do have the means. Vegetable oil. I don't know. No, we don't need that many. 30 should be fine. Actually, not even. Because that comes from grain, and I'm not trying to use grain that way. This is ready for harvest. Weapon smithing, old equipment. What else is new? Not the equipment, since it's old equipment. See what I did there? Just kidding. I do need to keep them butchering these things, though. We honestly do need to stay on top of fuel fermenting the scarabee carcasses. She's doing that. And I'm just gonna queue Krista up to do a little butchering as well when she wakes up. Hopefully it's not too cold. It's 45 degrees. That's manageable for them, thankfully. So I think they'll survive. And then I'll ask him to handle this trap once he's done with that. Okay, so never mind whatever I was about to just say. We're about to get attacked again by even more Scarabee and Junos. So that's happening, but at least right now Edmund is resetting the traps, so we'll have that to our advantage when it's time. I don't know about him running all the way out here, yeah, right now, considering. We have ourselves a 2-speed battle to commence, and that will give us even more insect carcasses to fuel ferment. So at least that way we can get the diesel generator up and running, and we don't have to worry about fuel for the next trade ship. So those are my goals here. And speaking of, I'm going to resume construction on the generator so we can get that up and running and start actually taking advantage of some modern conveniences. It only took 3 gameplays and 1 full year, considering we're now going to celebrate New Year's after this. But we'll take what we can get, right? Why is she... Do not... Okay. They got in. But our lovely pets have been helping us defend home base, which is amazing. I love seeing the Andromeda get involved. That's so crazy, because they're not like... They don't have a super high chance of retaliation when you attack the herds. But... And because of that, I wasn't expecting them to respond like this, to be there helping us in combat like they are, which is pretty amazing, because that's why I was taming dogs before, because I wanted that combat assist, not realizing that these very docile animals are just as capable, or just as interested. Maybe not as capable, because the dogs become more lethal the more you train them. But it's not bad. It's not bad to have a helping hand, for sure. Life-threatening hypothermia, that doesn't sound good. We're gonna have to fix that. Krista, where are you? You're over here getting healed. I think what I need to do is move this closer. He's gonna move the campfire closer. Does she still need healed, or is she healed? She has a superficial bite. She needs healed. And she's been treated. Edmund is going to do some research. He's like practically naked. He has no clothes on. Oh, and it's a thunderstorm. That's great. Okay, well, she's going to just come over here and craft some stuff to keep her busy. And Krista is going to cook. Because she's got life-threatening hypothermia. No, that's Edmund. Edmund has the life-threatening hypothermia this time. For once, it's not Krista. That's new. But yeah, we're going to keep him right here close to the fire, and hopefully... I think he needs to heal himself, actually. Common cold and hypothermia. Okay. I think he's where he needs to be for the best results. And it would be great if they'd stop transferring this all the way out here. What can we use? Lighting and heating, production, cook stove. I'm gonna go ahead and get us started on this. Do I want this secure like that, or do I want it like this? I think like this. We'll line it up like that. I really don't want her out here eating, like, eating in the cold. What was the point of that? Oh, it's not cold anymore. All right. Everybody's fine. It's 70 degrees. We're good. Everything's safe. We're fine. Nobody's dying today. Hopefully. All right, but back to 3-speed because we were still in 2-speed from combat. I am staying super diligent about the 3-speed rule. So I hope you guys appreciate that I am struggling with this gameplay because I am adhering to the title of the video. We are going to stay in speed. We're going to stay in 3-speed. Oh my gosh, people are going to get electrocuted. Why do they keep going out here? I do not understand. This is so unnecessary. Please come back here. Just stay busy crafting and don't walk outside the lightning rod radius, please. I feel like we're missing somebody. What is Krista doing? Krista's trying to give me a heart attack. That's what Krista's doing. We're gonna bring her in to do some research. I hope she doesn't get electrocuted. Celebration at 2300, which is in just a few hours. I know we have insufficient material. This is not new. Why aren't all of these marked for butchering? I thought we had this on lock. And it's New Year's now, so they can celebrate. Let's bring him here, and then we'll undraft him to celebrate. And draft her to celebrate. And she's like, no, definitely not. There we go, okay. Fireworks! All 3 people survived to the first year. I think that's worth celebrating. This is a much-earned, much-deserved celebration for sure. Happy New Year, says We Hire Monkey. Nobody's dying today. Yet another fine quote. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Nobody's dying today. That's true. Oh, well, actually, they all have hypothermia or pneumonia, or both. But, okay, life-threatening hypothermia. Let's stand him right here next to the fireplace and try to keep him well. And Sora, we need clothes, like desperately, which I guess means we need leather, apparently. Apparently we're not going to create any clothes that we need without some leather first. Which is frustrating because we do have cloth. Well, actually we don't have a lot of that either. Maybe we need Krista to replant the cloth blossom field. And this was only 1 wide? Why? Interesting. Okay, well, we'll extend it. Just to make it a little bit wider so we can get a little bit more out of the branch cacti field. Do these need to be fixed? They kind of do. I'm keeping him there so he doesn't freeze. So we're not going to mess with that. But we can ask Sora to handle the traps. Edmund needs treatment. Heal yourself, please. And then go back to research. Because we got to keep him warm. Alright. Again, nobody's dying today. The life-threatening hypothermia just turned into regular hypothermia. It's an improvement. It's not a solution, but it's an improvement. The solution would be to make this guy some clothes, but we don't have any cloth right now. I wonder if we could research like hay cloth or something. It doesn't look like that's... It's probably a breakthrough only item and we don't have it. So we're gonna need some leather, because apparently we can't make shoes without leather. which tells me we're gonna have to hunt these guys. So we're gonna do that. Sora, you gotta butcher it after you hunt it. These scabs are trying to eat their own kind. Wait, was there no leather involved in that? I thought for sure that they would have... Do they not? Let's see. What did she hang here? Just meat. Okay, and we need to... haul dried meat. That's gotta move. And then refuel. This is kind of a struggle. Happy New Year says we hire monkeys. Yeah, they've reached year 2. Now we just gotta keep them alive for another one. And it would definitely help if we... Does my Andromeda need healing? Wait, are they sick? Full body hunger. Oh crap, okay. Who is well rested? You are. Not enough resources to bring food. Well, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna add to the list. And try again. There we go. Can't have them dying, that'd be terrible. Especially after they've like gone out of their way to take care of us. Like in combat. Which is against their nature to be combative. So we definitely want to take care of our Andromedas. We don't want to starve them. We want to make sure they stay fed. We don't want them dying. We only just reached a skill level high enough to craft liquid fuel, so... Why would we lose that? Why would we let that happen? Life-threatening hypothermia still, though, for Edmund. I've got him as close to the fire as I can get him. At least the temperatures are rising. Hopefully we can bring that back down. We really need cloth. Like, desperately, desperately need cloth. And I am super aware of the fuel issue, thank you very much. Man. What's she doing all the way down here? She is... It looks like she's also pantless. And Edmund is ill again. Can he heal himself? He can. That's good. Okay. What else can we do though? We need leather. And what's going on here? I don't think we were getting it from the Takatakas. So to get leather, I think we're gonna have to hunt some Dromedas, unfortunately. Which I don't love the idea. But I don't think we're gonna get leather from anywhere else, so we kind of need to. So I've got Sora on her way down here to shoot this thing. And at least our Dromedas don't have to see it. It's like behind this wall where they don't have to see what's going on. And then when she butchers it, let's make sure she takes the hide back, because that's the part we really need. Oh my gosh. I feel bad about hunting in these games, even though I know... Okay, so the raw meat got left behind, the hide did not. Which is what we wanted. We wanted her to bring the hide in. But Krista can haul the red meat. Sora will haul the hides and hang it up to... Where'd she go? There she is. Hang it out to dry so we can have leather. Super important. Here we are. It's going too far. And then what? I don't know. And then we try not to let this guy freeze to death. Like he is wont to do. He's also desperately hungry, so let's make sure he eats. Hypothermia Edmund, no surprise, but he's standing next to the fire. It's the best we can do at the moment. Do they enjoy being naked? No, they don't. They don't have enough material to craft clothing right now. So we've got to work on that. Try observing plants for cloth and leather. Yeah, we have a cloth blossom field, and we just did some hunting for leather, but unfortunately we just don't have... We're gonna get attacked by these things. Oh look, here's some that we can harvest right now. Well, I say right now, but I mean once we're done with this fight that we're about to have to fight. We can harvest some of those cloth blossoms. You're right. I do need to go around and look at like the naturally growing resources and take advantage of what's available so that we can get these guys in some clothes. This is unseemly. But in the meantime, I think we're just gonna have to draft this guy. I'm gonna stand him right here for now. What about her? I don't even know where she is. We're gonna draft her and bring her out here. You here, Krista as well. And to speed fight. And they're coming from that direction. So hopefully the walls hold up. Hypothermia for Edmund already, and it's life-threatening. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep Edmund back here because I just think I need to. I think I have to. He's just gonna have to fight from this side. He is still cold. He's standing in the fire. Look at this. He's got a foot in the fire. And he's still cold. This is not good. We need to... I'm sorry I gotta bring him away from the fire, but we gotta aggro these things around. We gotta bring them around, because otherwise they're gonna come through the walls. And it sounds like they already have. Well, if we're gonna do it this way, I'm just gonna bring everybody by the fire, so that everybody can try to stay warm. And that's the best we can do. There's gonna be some damage here. There's gonna be some injured folks. But we're doing what we can. One more somewhere. And that's it. Undraft. And let them do what they have to do, I guess. I love that he's healing the Dromeda first. Like, animals first, then people. If we only have enough medicine for one, this is the one. Nobody will die, we hire monkeys. Always maintain a perimeter, says Stuart. We hire monkeys. My head is having a fight with itself as to whether or not I can be bothered to draw anymore. If you're having that mental battle, it might be time to take a break from drawing. Like, allow yourself that downtime and don't, to the best of your ability, just don't let guilt get in the way. You're allowed to have time to refuel, to like just rest, you know? It's important. Rest is just as important, and there's no need to rush it. Hang on. Why can't I heal this guy? I think he's already healed. He just needs to rest it off the rest of the way. It's a lot of use of the word rest in short succession. But hopefully we're fuel fermenting at this point. Like, we should have plenty by now. It is 77 degrees out, so at least until nightfall they shouldn't be freezing anymore, which would be a nice change of pace. They are starving though. Sora desperately needs to eat. And I feel like there was food here a minute ago. I'm gonna set her to cooking because she should immediately eat after she cooks the meal. And I'm gonna have him do this and then he can go back to researching when he's done. But the idea is to get them fuel fermenting so that we can eventually get this thing up and running. Once we do that, we can move everybody inside. We've got one wall left here that needs hammered into place. How are we doing on roofing? Roof is fully constructed. We really should be moving inside by now. They've spent a year sleeping on the ground outside. It's time. It is time we brought them indoors. And I think the best way to do that is to grab these. and move them in first. I'm not even gonna worry about, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about building beds just yet. That's not the most important thing. Right now, the most important thing is just getting them to live inside. That'd be kind of great if we could do that. Sora is transporting. She should be eating. Let her eat, please. She really desperately needs to. Edmund is still healing and playing darts, and we are at 2 speed, so let's jump back into 3 speed. Let's not forget what the point was of this gameplay. Alright, so there's obviously a lot of repair work that needs to happen here on top of trying to move indoors. But the other problem with trying to move indoors is needing defenses to go around. And I think the way I wanted to do this initially was not wooden fortifications because we really don't have it, but construction basics. How do we do this? How are we supposed to make the, I think it's with the furnace, right? Because if we make concrete, then we can build concrete fortifications, but before we can research those, we first need to make concrete. And we're just gonna do this basically forever for now. So get rid of that and just do this forever. And cue the life-threatening hypothermia, just as I was telling Edmund to come relight this fire. I'm gonna also, I'm not gonna move these yet, but I will move these. We're gonna get this thing working. It's gonna happen. And we're gonna cancel this one. There's just no point. It's not getting built fast enough. We'll stick these over here. We'll bring the safe inside. We'll be storing this indoors. I know they don't have any flooring. They don't have a lot of things. They're gonna complain about cave dweller stuff. I know. I'm fully aware. But I do think that's the least of our worries right now, and I think you guys could agree with me on that. And I think this pen is just going to become like our domesticated animals pen once we're done moving everything inside and have ourselves an actual fortification around this. Obviously, we're still going to keep doing our battles inside here, so it is important that we do repair these. Is it a heat wave right now? Seriously? After all of these cold snaps, we immediately jump to heat wave. No breaks. Okay, well, that's lovely. There we go. I think, man, I think we really need concrete. And then we need... I really thought concrete fortifications was a separate research. Is it not? Am I mistaken? Do you guys know? Do you remember? Concrete rooms. And then, yeah, it was like, it looks like this. Wooden fortifications. It's like a little tower, but it's concrete fortifications. I'm like positive that was a thing. There it is. The very thing I wanted. We're gonna research that next because we need it. And then when we're done, we can come back to bench press or whatever. So Edmund, my guy, please research this. There we go. And we're still in 3 speed. Okay. We're like really in trouble though if we get attacked again. Because we don't have a solid perimeter to defend ourselves. And we also don't have the mining that we need to pull this off. Krista just passed out. Edmund's fully rested. Or not, he's the most rested. I wouldn't call it fully rested, but the most rested. So I'm going to have him do a little mining for us because we do desperately need it. hope that his mining will give Sora the resources she needs to start repairing this before the next mob attacks us. We hire monkeys. Who needs flooring or clothes for that matter? Apparently not these guys. Not when we're struggling this hard just to feed them and keep the enemies out. Which is a real struggle. Like, legitimately a real struggle at this point. And I can't believe it's taking this long to get this up and running, to be completely honest. Like, shouldn't it just... I don't know. He has insufficient skill level. It's gotta be her. Maybe when she's done eating, we can have her finish the final wall on this building. And after that, it would be lovely if she would do... Missing resources. How is this still missing resources? Are we really hurting that bad for fuel, even now? I guess so. Are we fermenting it? We are not. We should be. I'm gonna have her do it. And then Edmund, I'm gonna have him reset these traps. And I think Sora is busy on the repairs already, so hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what she's doing. She's bringing in stone to do these repairs. Yeah, that's what she's doing. So Edmund, I am gonna ask him to do a little bit more mining for us instead of research, because I'm just not sure that we have enough stone for her to finish this, and we really need her to, and then we really need to start turning that stone into concrete as well. So we're gonna need to be doing a lot of mining incessantly from here forward, basically. And it is still in 3 speed, so hopefully she can finish building this before the next mob, because I know that they're like every other day practically. She's sleeping. I'm gonna ask her to wake up and repair this. It's too important. We kind of need this done like yesterday, so I'm not gonna let her sleep, unfortunately. But on the plus side, the cold snaps have ended. We're in an extreme heat wave, but at least that means that them being inside this house without power, it's warm enough in here where they're not freezing to death. It's actually almost too warm, to be honest. It's 90 degrees. And there's our aggressive animals that I said were coming, and there they are. And she went back to sleep. I really need her... No. I need her to repair these. Like all of them, before she sleeps. Every wall needs to be repaired because we have another fight on our hands. And I honestly don't know if she's gonna pull this off, so I guess we will see. I don't know that the other ones are even equipped to do. That's the other thing too. We cannot allow any of these characters to die because they're the only ones that have the skills to do what they do, which is kind of a big deal. And Sora's making her way around to try and repair this last wall. Hopefully she can get it done before the baddies get here. Did she do the others? Yeah, it looks like she did. All the way around? Yeah. Okay. Okay, good deal. Now we're gonna bring her in here to fight as well. And these guys are gonna circle around, hopefully catch on some of these traps. I should have laid them a little bit closer to the brick wall, because it's not always catching, unfortunately, but we're gonna end up moving it anyway once we build our concrete fortification, so TBD whether or not we'll do that first or after. Before or after we rebuild or build new defenses. Because yeah, they're just walking right past all of these at this point. I really need to bring these a lot closer. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's a hot summer day. Nobody's wearing their clothes, except her. She's still got a jacket on, which is probably, yeah, probably pretty hot, but we're not gonna zoom in on that. We're gonna let them have a little bit of like peace and space, a little bit of room, keep it cordial. Respect their space. What's up, homies? Hi, James. How's it going? We are in kind of a tight spot. I mean, not this animal attack. That's not what I mean. I mean the fact that my characters have virtually no clothing, no material to craft new clothing. And they are also really struggling to keep fuel production up, which is preventing us from creating electricity, which is preventing us from doing anything else with any modern conveniences. It is a struggle. We are continuing our play mode from the previous 2 streams where we're on insanely hard mode. We're in the desert playing Trading Outpost in the desert where there are very finite resources. And we still only have 3 characters to work on all of their needs. We don't have the help that we really need to make this a little bit more fluid. And we have 1 more animal attacking. It's taking forever to get here. Oh, it's here. They just don't know it. So I'm going to have her attack it, and I'm going to undraft the other 2. And that should do it for that battle. I'm going to grab these, set them to butcher. And we also need to repair this or move these resources inside. What I think I need to do, honestly, is keep empty and have her store undesired items to get that out of the sun since it's no longer covered. And we're going to just remove that because we're not going to have the resources. We don't even have a body free to do any scavenging, so that's just not going to happen. We're going to have to not build any more scrap metal things for the meantime and move all of that stuff under a roof somewhere, either under a roof here, or we do have a refrigerator, and not powered fridge, but it's a refrigerator in here that they can move and store perishable items in. And housing wise, flooring, I guess we could get started on some flooring, although I really kind of just don't want to with the issue we're having here. No, wait, we don't carpet. If we're gonna do flooring, we're gonna do it out of skin bark that we haven't learned yet. Only because I want to use a resource that's growing naturally so that we can take advantage of what's just out here and not use up the stone that I know we need for something else. So I'm gonna bring Edmund out here to observe that. And then we can start harvesting it and using it to get rid of our cave dweller status. In the meantime, we need... Okay, that's planted. That's good. Where did we see before? Cloth blossoms for harvest. We're gonna bring Krista out here to harvest those after she's done eating, because we need clothing, which means we need cloth. And I think there might have been some other ones around here. I'm not sure. Let's take a look. 7 cloth blossoms, harvest those. And they're out here. So when she's done with that first one, I'll have her come get this one too. And back into 3-speed, because the fight ended. And we want to make sure that we're taking advantage of that. So much for an all expenses paid holiday, says We Hire Monkeys. I bet they feel scammed. Yeah. This is certainly not all expenses paid. In fact, there are no amenities. There's no catering. There are no boutiques. This is not your typical vacation spot, at least not until they make it one. So certainly not quite the colony or the off-world experience that they were looking for. Krista with heat stroke, and she took the jacket off. Understandably so. We're gonna need, not this, but we could use hats, those hay hats, right? Straw hats, there we go. We'll do 3 of those. And let's actually bump that, because I think that could be really useful to us right now. Let's have her make one, because people could benefit from those, I think. Discovery skin bark. Okay, let's go back to where Edmund was. Oh, he's back already. And Krista is passed out. Okay. Sora is creating these hats that we need. That's great. And Krista is going to sleep, which she definitely needs to do. Well, that's basically gone because this animal is doing away with it. Honestly, do we even need that? I feel like we don't. We don't. I'm gonna let it go. We're just not gonna use it. Sora's gonna tailor a hat. Hopefully she will then wear said hat. Wear the hat that you made. Oh, she passed out. Okay. I tried to get her into the new apparel, but, you know, her needs were too great. Her needs for sleep were too great. Maybe we can have Krista equip it first in the morning. Insufficient storage space. Not surprising, considering I just took one of these off of the list of things that we can use. In fact, we could probably deconstruct this, because we could reuse that metal somewhere else, that scrap metal. Let's see what... Stuart says, red spiny plants give good stuff, observe. Yeah, these? The pointy red plant, yeah. So this is gonna give us silicone, which is really great when we get to, wow, look at these guys. We have starving manti that I'm not gonna try to mess with right now. Yeah, so the red plants will give us silicone. We can research that. And then we have, we could try harvesting some more of this stuff too. Just keeping a nice cachet of food is always good. We hire monkeys in the UK. 20% of anything you buy is tax. 1/5. Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a large percentage for sure. And it goes directly to government. It says we hire monkeys. Stuart confirms. He says yes. Yeah. Stuart, are you also from the UK? So wait, when you were talking earlier and I said, was that the euros, you were saying 3,000 euros for your piano. Were you actually saying pounds? 3,000 pounds for your piano? We hire monkeys. Are you from England or the UK? Are you both from the UK? Let me know, let me know. Yes, okay, concrete fortifications. Finally, it has begun. We have the means to defend ourselves now. And I'm going to do this kind of like this, kind of. We're gonna cancel that one. Copy, we're gonna make it really small. We're basically losing all these bushes back here. But we need this closed in. We really, really need this to be closed in. All right, so then we're gonna grab a gate, a big wooden one, and we'll put it there, right in the front. And we'll see how long it takes to build this whole thing. It could be a while. It's small, it's very concealed. It's basically just protecting the main house, but with the finite resources we have, small is good. We need small so that we can actually get what we need built. What else can we do here? Oh right, the skin bark. We were talking about harvesting that so we can get rid of our cave dweller status. Also, there's a lot of Heptagonia over here we could be taking advantage of. I would like for us to harvest that as well. And we have ourselves more cloth blossom in here. I'm gonna ask Krista to harvest that. And for Edmund, life-threatening hypothermia, we're gonna bring him over here to refuel. I would like her to make more hats. How are we back to hypothermia? Didn't we just enter the season of heat waves and heat strokes, and now we're back to freezing, back to hypothermia? This is insane. Well, I mean, it is insane mode, so I guess that stands to reason a little bit. Yes, you said, and Stuart is also in the UK, so pound, not euro. That's correct. Okay, cool. I was wondering, because I wasn't quite sure, but yeah, I know that for the UK it's the pound, and then for, you know, obviously euro for Europe, UK is the Great British Pound. I don't know if it's called Great British Pound, but it's called the pound, right? And then US I think we just called them dollars. Like, I don't know. They're just dollars over here. So yeah. How are we doing, by the way? Why is this so hard to build this generator? Is it because I stuck this too close and we can't finish constructing? Is this my problem? Like, what is the big deal here? Is this the problem? This is what I want to know. Why aren't we constructing? Ferment antibiotics, ferment liquid fuel. And she's over here. Why don't we just have her craft some? That's what this is for. We need her to be crafting it. Because we really need to get that diesel generator up and running, and I'm really, really sad that we haven't done that yet. We're gonna have him handle these traps that need handled, and then these ones. And we got ourselves a trade ship. Maybe, just maybe, we can actually make good use of this one. Sure, we'll put some of that in here. We'll put some of that in here. What else do we have of value? Like, virtually nothing, which makes sense because we can barely feed ourselves. Man. I think that's it. That's the deal that we're gonna make. So I'm gonna have her store undesired items, and then I'm gonna have her load the trading pod with what we do need in here, because right now it's got leftovers, I think, from the last trade we tried to make. So let's see what happens when we load this up. Hopefully we're able to make... It's fully fueled, which is good. And... still missing resources. Alright, well that's fine for now. Let's focus on what we can do. And we'll worry about the generator later, I guess. No queued research. Sora might have a meltdown. We're about to rot away 50 of this stuff. Aren't we selling like all of it though? Hopefully we can get it all in the cart before it goes bad. The hungry pests are going away. That's good. Insufficient material. Okay, so we're gonna need 680 units of cement that we don't have. So it's gonna be a while before we get that up and running, but at least we have a plan, right? That's something, I hope, I think. There's like a bag of cement here that's just not where it needs to be. She's still sleeping. And Sora is still loading the pod. She needs to be sleeping. So I'm gonna draft and undraft her and wake Krista up to do this job. Edmund still, again, with the hypothermia. Man, we gotta queue up some research for him. Something to keep him busy. So let's do it. Okay, cool. So he's busy now next to the fire. That should keep him from freezing. That's the plan. That's the goal. This is my strategy. If it's not completely apparent by now, but it works. It works. It may not be, you know, really impressive. It might not be sleek. It might not be modern. It might not be sexy, but it works. Nobody has died yet. Despite catching severe hypothermia several times, we've got a way of working with it. It might not be comfortable, but it works. So we're gonna keep doing what works for as long as we can. And I don't think we didn't have barely enough stuff to go for round 1 with this, let alone round 2. What I will say though is we now have 56.7 thousand of the Galacticoin, which I do think means that we're gonna, once we reach 60k, we're gonna be able to hire help, which would be really great because these 3 people can't do it all clearly by themselves. There's a lot more work that is falling through the cracks that is not getting done. They have severe needs that are not being met that one more person would really be able to help out with. So once we hit that 60k of Galacticoin from probably the next trade ship, we'll be able to post a job posting and hire some help, hopefully. And I think that might actually be exactly what these people need. Mickey Ripper says, Full House, you're also in England, UK. Full House over here isn't exactly difficult owing to the size. Yeah, you guys, wow, so we've got a lot of UK folks watching my channel. That's really cool. I did not realize that, but thank you guys for making the time to watch these streams and to join me for some gameplay. And I've said so many times today that nobody has died. I really hope that I can keep that keep that streak up, because we're about to get attacked again. Considering we're in 3 speed, I might as well draft and place these guys now, because I know the attack is, yep, mere seconds away. So there you go. And here they come. Folks are running out the door. Put it on 2 speed for the fight and see what happens. Now we wait for the baddies to catch up. I am still trying to aggro them all the way around here. We did get almost all of the traps reset, just one of them didn't. But we'll see how that works out for us. I am gonna back her up a little bit, and him, because I think they're standing too close to the edge. They're gonna end up trying to stab instead of shoot, and shooting definitely would be better. Prefer for them to shoot. These guys are completely unbothered this time around. The Andromeda haven't moved. They're sleeping it off. Incredible that they can sleep through all that gunfire, to be honest. And we are, of course, going to want to butcher all of this. We've just got a few stragglers making their way around, so they'll get put down pretty quickly. And then we're going to turn them into fuel. We did have a wooden formation barrel destroyed by them. That's super uncool. There we go. Did not expect to have to do anything about that. So that's unfortunate. Gotta rebuild that wood fermentation barrel, which reminds me all the way back to round 1 in this game. We only had 3 trees and we cut them down already and we already used them. We've got to plant new trees, like a lot of them. So much new trees. Because we have no trees. We have no trees and we need trees. Unfortunately, nowhere to plant them that like looks like fertile land. Out here's not too bad. Maybe we'll plant all of this out here. Extend. That's not the direction I expected that to go. I'm gonna actually extend this field a little bit more in this direction. That's such a weird shape. Why did it do it like that? Whatever. I think that's close enough. I don't know how many trees we're gonna get planted out of that, but we'll try. Alright, so we have some people that need treatment, for sure. He's gonna come research. I would like him to refuel this first and then do his researching. She's gonna do some repairs. I think once Krista is done recovering, then we can ask her to plant these trees. But recovery first. Let's see. So, Stuart says, cool, safer inside. Too many folks with fireworks tonight. Oh, are you guys doing fireworks? Is it a holiday? Mainly I can just watch the stream and draw at the same time, so it says we hire monkeys. This OLED looks good too. Hello, Addie. Hi, how are you and welcome to the stream. I'm still on 2 speed because we just had a fight. We just took out a mob that was trying to attack us. Silly mob. That was a mistake on their part. So she's doing some repairs, he's doing some research. We could actually get him started on butchering some of these carcasses because those could be very useful in the fuel fermenting process. And we're also discovering that a lot of the people in chat are from the UK. Stuart is actually saying goodnight, so... Oh, Guy Fawkes night, not good night. Okay. That's what the fireworks are for, I assume. Gotcha. Okay, and welcome to the UK, says We Hire Monkeys. So yeah, it's been a very revelatory stream. We have a lot of UK folks in here. We are really like hanging on by a thread in this gameplay as far as like meeting the needs of our people just well enough to keep all three of them alive, but by no means are we thriving. We've got a long way to go before we can claim that. But it is 11 o'clock my time, which means it is time for me to wrap up the stream. I do appreciate you guys being here. Addie, I appreciate you joining us here at the end. I'm sorry that I'm taking off so soon after you have arrived, but I'm gonna go ahead and save this here. So let's go ahead and hit the escape and save button so that we don't lose any of our progress. This is the insane random gameplay. So we're doing Trading Outpost in the desert on insane difficulty. Map seed is called Shame Tack Virus. And it's been a difficult one, but I don't hate it. And we're gonna do, hopefully next time, get ourselves a new hiree. We just need to make a little bit more Galacticoin before we can hire some help. And hopefully some modern conveniences if we ever get that generator up and running. So those are kind of my goals. Looking forward to the next stream. And in the meantime, thank you guys again for being here. I really look forward to seeing you soon, as soon as possible. And in regards to that, I am going to resume posting edited videos to my streams at the end of this month. I just have to get through the rest of my schedule that I did post to the community tab if you were interested in knowing what that looks like. So more streams coming, and in the not so distant future, more edited videos as well. We're gonna resume those, which I'm really excited for. And I appreciate you guys being here. So thanks again. And Stuart says, cool, we'll keep an eye open for you. Wonderful, that sounds great. And I'll see you guys next time, all right?